Alright, boys, I think there is a huge problem in the SMMA space right now, and I want to address it in this video. Okay, having scaled my own agency past 10k per month, and having helped multiple other agencies and coaches too scale past 10, 15, 20k per month, I think I have a pretty good grasp as to what's going on in this space, and obviously still in this space, not running SMMA, running a slightly different business model. But that's not the topic of today's video. You can check out my channel if you want to learn more about what I'm actually doing. But I think I have a pretty good grasp as to what's going on in the space, and I think that there are a few issues. I just dropped my pen that need to be addressed. By the way, this pen, it won't be used. I just find it more fun in holding a pen than not holding a pen, which is why I'm holding it, okay? But the issue that I want to address that I'm talking about is that too many people are just stuck in the wrong boat. They're doing the completely wrong shit, okay? And I know exactly where this comes from. This comes from every guru in the space that's there, right? Cool, they're there. I don't have anything against them. But the issue is that naturally, a lot of these people that are looked up to now, they scaled their own agencies up 6, 5, 4 years ago, okay? Quite a freaking while, especially in a market that is moving so damn fast. And people are listening to these gurus, right? And guess what? They go out and try the same shit. And guess what? It doesn't work because it's outdated, right? And it's not to blame them, right? I love Iman, I love Charlie Morgan, right? I think they're super freaking cool. However, like, how can they stay up to date if they're not doing what they're selling anymore, right? They're teaching SMA, not necessarily running their own agencies, okay? And that's the issue, right? Because they're teaching you what they did. Naturally, there's nothing wrong with that. However, the problem is that it's not in line with where the market is right now. And if you do that, you're most likely not going to do very freaking well. And I think a quote from Hermosi actually illustrates this really freaking well. He said that if you're doing shit, if you're actually working hard, and for 6 months, your business hasn't grown, then you're simply working on the wrong shit. And I know a lot of people who've been working very hard for more than 6 months, for closer to a year, maybe even a year and a half, 2 years, still not seeing results. Clearly working on the wrong shit. Okay, that's something people need to realize. For example, what you need to understand is that, I mean, I was in the same boat. I used to send a shit ton of cold DMs. I used to have VAs. I used to have software send out all these DMs. I used to have freaking proxies set up from all sorts of different IP addresses from the US. I'm from Poland, so I had them set up in the US so the messages would have better deliverability or whatever. There was a lot of freaking dumbass crap that you had to deal with if you wanted to send high volume outreach, and there still is to this day, because that was like last year. And from the people that I'm connecting with right now who are still actively sending DMs, like I hear the exact same shit, right? And the problem with that is that's not business, right? It's just not fun. You don't learn any useful skills there. It's just eating grass because you're trying to compete against Instagram rather than working with it. Instagram does not want you sending cold DMs. I've said it before. That's not the topic of today's video. Too much of a digression, but anyways, point being, I know how it is to send gold DMs. Last year I did pretty decent with them, but the further in the year we went, and guess what? The worse they worked. Guess why? Because the market kept moving, and it kept moving further and further and further away from the point at which DMs were the best way to make money, right? So that's sort of like the issue, right? That's the sort of paradigm that we're operating in right now. And the issue is that a lot of people are completely uninformed, right? So if you're in this video, if you're still sending DMs, if you've sent out a single cold DM in the last week, I want you to listen to the solution that I'm proposing, okay? The solution is scrapping DMs and looking at where the market's going, looking at what your gurus, right, who you're listening to them. You're like, okay, this is how these guys scaled their SMMA. That was 6 years ago. Look at what they're doing right now. YouTube. That's it. The solution I propose is to start doing exactly what they're doing. And in fact, it's not a hypothesis, it's a thesis. Because I've been doing this for quite a while now. If you scroll to my channel, I've been uploading for like 6 to 7 months, maybe 8 now. And I've had some pretty solid results. Like booking 5 calls in a single day. One of them closed already. Not all were taken yet. Like right now, we have the opportunity to capture so much freaking attention almost immediately. You literally can post a video, it can get thousands of views. And guess what thousands of views is? It's thousands of dollars in your bank account, because at least some of these people are going to be willing to buy your stuff. I guarantee it, because of the quality of the views on these YouTube videos. Okay, so what I'm running right now is not an SMMA, as I mentioned before, but it's a creator business, as I like to call it, which is basically where I literally create content. This is my marketing. This is all I do for marketing. I said no DMs, I run no ads. This is all I do. And guess what? I do that. I call to action. I make money. You just present offers to an audience that watches you, and they watch you because they like you, because you provide them value, and because, to be honest, there's not that many people providing value just talking to a camera nowadays, okay? And they're trying to make money. So there's a huge shortage of people that are actually making these sort of videos, and if you hop on and you start making these videos, people are going to start watching. Eventually, you're going to start making money. YouTube is going to start pushing you out, and this is the sort of business model that I guarantee you 99% of the people that you know in this space are running. And everyone that you're watching is doing this, because if they weren't, you wouldn't be watching them. And if you weren't watching them, guess what? You wouldn't be buying their stuff. If you've ever bought a program, I guarantee you that, well, I can't guarantee you this, but I know for me personally, I know for 99.9% of the people that I speak to, when they buy programs, it's because they saw the person. Usually they found them organically through YouTube. They've been watching their content for a while, they like it, and they finally want to pull the trigger. Okay? I've never bought anything from anyone who sent me a cold DM. I don't know anyone who's ever bought anyone from someone who sent them a cold DM. Why do you expect to sell through cold DMs if you yourself wouldn't buy from someone who sent you a cold DM? Makes zero sense. Okay, that's the solution I propose. I'm just looking at my notes right now. In terms of the input, bro, one video a day, all you need. And I think that this still, it may sound like, oh, one YouTube video a day may take me a long time. It really freaking doesn't. Compared to the hours you would have spent in your, DMs trying to talk to these people who do not give a shit about you. One, it's way more fun, right? I'm actually having fun recording this video. And two, it's like 1/10 of the effort, right? Because like I'm sitting here, right, 10 minutes. Guess what? That's the video done. That's me publishing it. I may add some captions on here. I may not, but that's my marketing done. Right? Sometimes I script a video that takes a little longer, but still not even comparable to the amount of time that I would have spent in my DMs talking to people who don't care about me. Okay. That is why I'm doing this. That is why I think this is the play, and it's also working better than any of the cold outreach messages or scripts that I've ever sent out. All right. Input, one a day. Start taking action.